Good evening, my friends. Welcome to episode 12 of Jmac Plays Hadean Lands. So I have a confession to make. I did do a little bit of extracurricular exploration after the last session. An idea occurred to me right at the end of that session because perhaps you will recall I did receive a nudge both from the chat and also I'll fully admit from Dan's hint book that in fact we do have enough to meet the fourth and final dragon, the one that lives in the Beresi that controls the messed up gravity, or rather doesn't control the messed up gravity because it's messed up, and that one should do this before carrying forth. So I experimented a bit, and perhaps you can, if the eagle-eyed reader, audience member, follow alonger, will see already in front of us what I did. I actually cannot scroll up to the first command I did, but long story short, I took a look at the gate that is in the way between the bottom of the Grand Stair and the Beresi. And indeed, the bars are made of iron, but the lock is brass. And where have we seen a brass mechanism before that involved perhaps multiple tumblers, which we had to put into a certain shape? And what I did was I made oh boy, do I still have the recipe for it up? Well, whatever. I made the tincture. I made the same tincture that you use in order to reorder the thingamabob in the observatory that prints out the billet by figuring out where in space you are. And you can see my application of it here, where I typed put tincture on lock after brewing the tincture, which you can see the steps I followed up right up there. And the game responded, you carefully pour the tincture into the keyhole. The dark liquid disappears into the brass lock, leaving no trace, but you hear a series of faint clicks and chimes from within the mechanism. After several moments, the lock emits a satisfying click. Then for some reason I tried to, this is stuff I did last week, I tried to recall the tincture, and it's like, yes, you sure did pour that on the gate. And then just a few minutes ago, in preparatory for the increasingly rare and treasured thing we're about to do, which is seeing a new room, I made the resonant oculus, because you can bet I did a reset right before making the tincture. And I made the planetary lens, and then I went back to the Grand Stair, and here we are. So let's get into this new room. I want to look at that lock one more time if we can. And I also, when playing around with this, I also saw that you could look through the bars, which I don't think I'd done before. You peer between the bars. Beyond the gate is the Beresi, the nest of one of the retort's 4 dragons. You've never been inside. The angle of the gate doesn't give you much of a view. You can see only a low chamber walled and roofed with heavy slabs of stone. So enough kicking this particular foosball around. Let's open that dang gate that's been closed to us the whole game. Now it is open. And let us proceed through. That is east. Beresi. This is a long, dim chamber whose walls are immense stone slabs. It's like a burial chamber, but with no smell of decay. There is only a sense of weight and time. The iron gate stands open to the west. You can also see a crevice between 2 slabs to the north. It looks wide enough to wiggle through. The dragon Baros is, once again, a mandala of alchemical runes inscribed across the entire end wall of the chamber. They look lifeless and inert. A fragment of paper lies nearby. Well, the paper calls to us, as always, but also, as always, let's take it from the top down. Anything we want to take a closer look at. Let's just have a look at the gate from this end. It's tall and narrow with heavy bars of wrought iron and an iron frame. The gate gapes open. Let's just shut it. For fun. You close the iron gate. The gate is standing shut. You were just being neat, that's all. Let's check out that crevice. The walls and roof are colossal slabs of stone, time-worn, yet closely fit. Although there is a crevice to the north. You're not sure what kind of stone they are. Perhaps they're only the idea of stone. Is that the same stone? Yeah, all right. Touching the stone, it just feels ordinary. Interesting. You smell a whiff of fading magic. Really? That is curious and unexpected. Perhaps cued or clued or both by the room description, where it says there's no smell of decay, even though we're in what looks like a crypt. That's curious. I like it. Sense of weight and time. We've already looked at the crevice. We could try to go through the crevice. I kind of want to. Let's check out Baros. And then we have to... Bros. And then we'll take a look at through the oculus, because that gives you clues we have discovered in the past. Circles of gray glimmering runes cover a wall of the Beresi. This is Baros, one of the Marcher's 4 dragons. Baros is responsible for gravity, stability, and orientation within the retort. Something is wrong, however. By all accounts, the circles of runes should be rotating, eternally reading themselves. The color is wrong, too. As with the other borked-up dragons, Baros can't be dead or you'd be floating off the floor, but it clearly isn't working correctly. The oculus reveals Baros as a web of occult relations running throughout the retort, just like the other dragons. It doesn't look good, also just like the other dragons, except for the one that we've repaired. A curved net of gravity lies beneath the entire Marcher. It looks patchy and unstable. The crawlway beneath the garden and Beresi is particularly knotted, and the south end of the chasm is oscillating. That jibes with our experience. By the crawlway beneath the garden, it means this bit here. I'm glad you can see my pointer. Over our current location. We cannot go through this north to south passage, much as we have tried in the past, which you, in fact, go down from this passageway in the paper maze by the paper garden. Because the gravity's all messed up. You feel like you're getting squished, and you can't do it if you attempt it. And here in the lab, we really need to do a thing here. I've already forgotten which thing it is, but there is a certain key ritual we need to perform, which is like, yes, you need to be deep in the earth to do this. This is clearly the right place to do it, but we cannot cross this bridge because the gravity is all mucked up. So it is to us to unmuck the gravity. And okay, so anyway, yeah, that jibes with what it's saying about the 2 problem areas. So no surprises there, really. And I don't think looking at Baros through the planetary lens. The dragon is the Marcher, and the Marcher can never be associated with any single planet. Yep, okay. Finally, let's read that paper. Just a fragment. No adjectives attached to this one. Oh, more lore. You don't recognize the handwriting. In the 3 centuries since Newton and Malamed's first march, I like it, the experience of spheric transition has become commonplace, but our theory of the phenomenon remains maddeningly incomplete. The echo is the most familiar mystery, the traces left behind, howsoever briefly, when any entity enters the higher spheres. Oh, is that alchemical hyperspace? Lol. You memorize the information and also pick up the sheet just in case. I wonder if the crew members move around every time we meet another dragon. Probably not. I think they were only messing around after we did the Great Marriage the first time. And we have tried, by the way, looking at my own notes, we did indeed try, I think last week, the incomplete version of the Great Marriage because it's in the wrong room in the nave, and nothing happened. So anyway, here we are. I just got some lore. Cool. Let's see if we can't find a crew member and see if anyone's changed. Captain Hart is no longer here. Is she over here in the... Try not to move too quickly. Lieutenant Anders isn't gone from here. Yeah, okay. Captain Hart is where I remembered her to be, over in this corner. So that didn't change. Alrighty. Right. So I'm back to not really being sure what to do next, because where we were stuck was we want to go further into that alien ship, and we can't. I've gotten up to the point where I was stuck the last time I played this 7 years ago, which is we need to get through the glass window pane. Let's see if I can just go back to it. And boy, what are the directions? Is it east? And then north? No, because we used... Well, here you go. In order to do the things that I did, which I think to make that tincture, I needed to get the chime. And to get the chime, you need to use the Zaphronum. And if you use the Zaphronum, you cannot make this potion to survive in the alien ship. So that is our problem. We are... there's only one Zaphronum, and we need that both to use to make the chime that we need in order to get through the window, and also we needed to make the survive in alien environment potion. So it just occurred to me that when you're in the alien ship, you're under the influence of two potions at the same time, and apparently that's fine. There's no cross medical effects there. All right, well, I don't know what to do, and I am just going to liberally peek at hints, because I've been playing this for 12 weeks now, and the game is very complex, and I'm having trouble keeping it in my mind. And I love Dan's hint book, so let's peek at it together, shall we? Look, I'll bring it up right here. I don't know where... I've already scrolled this down to what is my goal of performing the big ritual. Let's start at the top and get gentle nudges. Doors open. Okay, we have done this. This in fact is the clue that I read right after last week's session, where it's like, yes, open these doors. We have opened those doors. We have revealed all the dragons. Examine everything in the nave carefully. Okay. Well, it's going to lead you to the alien ship, right? So we have to probably click through a lot of clues here. True. Yes, okay. It's going to clue you to visit a dragon, so it gets fixed, which we know how to do. We know how to do that. This we know how to do, or this here is a fact we know. Your new objective is to get into the chancel without using up those elements. I agree with you. The question is, are we meant to do that before we get into the alien ship? Because I guess I was stuck on thinking, like, we're basically down to two doors now, right? We're get into the alien ship or get further into the alien ship and get into the chancel. And I was thinking the alien ship for some reason, but okay, to do that, you need to fix all the dragons. Now that you fixed all the dragons, okay, see that section below. Okay, I don't go down here. Bonk. You can't fix a dragon until you perform the big ritual for the first time until you found a dragon. We've done that. Examine everything in the nave, sure. If you wait a few turns in the nave, yes, we've done that. The scribbles different effects on each room of the ship. Well, we've already done this. Yes, read the sheet in the nave. You can't fix any more dragons until you've gotten outside the marcher and open the door at the wreck and open the chancel gate. Okay, so we need to open the chancel gate. So I think I need a clue for that. And that's, boy. No, no. Oh boy. Here we are. And entered the birdhouse. Okay. What's in the birdhouse? Something I missed there? No. Well, there was a fragment here. This paper contains the vibration technique fragment, which you already know. Okay. I will reread this. To combine an etheric vibration, the transitory structure, with a spark of animation. This is well understood technique to create a self-sustaining etheric form, e.g. memory daemons, but if the super aether or soul aether exists, suggest go... Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't see how this applies to my situation. I will be quite honest with you. What else is in the birdhouse? We have the things that go up to infinity. We have the thing with nothing here. And we know that searching things is not how this game works. So I don't know. Back to the hints. Yes, I know how to do that. Wait, the first time? Chancel Gate. Okay. We need to... This means we need the other... Have we tried to open the... Have we been to the chancel? I can't remember. Hang on. I don't even... I don't even know it. It's been so long, I don't even know what this gate is. And now we need to reset because I don't even know what... Blah. Go to antechamber. All right. And going... No... Oh. Okay. This is a risk of playing this game only a couple of times, only for 2 hours a week, is that you really don't remember where you've been. And my mind has been on many other things lately. Hey, we've been to the chancel already. Yes, Doug, I see your request to make the hint text bigger. Let me actually take care of that now. We've done this. We've nailed this puzzle. That's done. That wasn't the puzzle. The puzzle was doing the Great Marriage without burning up all of the elements. And that involves... I think part of that involves... Why can't we do this? We're missing the perfect... we need to make the... Okay, all right. Okay. First things first, because Doug asked for it. Make the hint text bigger. There, it's big now. It's big now. Let's make it even bigger. I'm going to put that away because why can't we do the Great Marriage? What's stopping us, actually? I need to... My own notes are wrong. They say gotta get into the chancel first. That is a lie. I'm erasing that. Let's review without using the hints. What's stopping us? Because something is. Is it that we don't have elemental earth? Well, we almost certainly used up the elemental earth, right? In which case we need to make the diamond, the perfect diamond, which we do have a ritual for it, which we haven't done. But let me test this theory first. Okay, that's gone. Let's see if we can collect everything else, though. No, the water's gone. Why did we use it in a ritual in the Optic Annex? In order to extinguish the fire? Was that why? Oh, boy. Let's just reset and see if that's the case. Okay, it's not that. Let's see here. So if you... Material store, prism, chemic lab, muriatic acid... Main store, combination, or chalcum, chemic, copper. Any of these might have used up the water. Is that where that went? Yeah, all right. So you use up the water in order to go into the chancel. And I don't know where else elemental water exists. So that's a problem. We do have a substitute for elemental earth in the form of that diamond, but we don't have, to the best of my knowledge, a substitute for elemental water. So we're kind of stuck there. Let's check the other elements we have access to. I think we can ignite fire, so we went through all that before. What's the other one? Air? Sure. Actually, yeah, we're good on air because, right? We're good on air because you can just take all the air you want from the medical wing once you can get into the medical wing. So we're good on that. That's not a problem. Oh, no, we can't. You can't because, wow, this is mean. I guess you can get the air first before going into the chancel. Why is it stopping you? Hang on. Is it stopping you from going towards the water? Or is it stopping you from taking the water all because the water's gone? No, the water's gone. The air is out of reach, so I can see that you have to pick up the air first before making a chancel run, for lack of a better. I can see you can make replacement fire. You can make replacement earth. I don't know anything about making replacement water that I'm aware of. That's all I know about water. So back in the hints, I'm going to very liberally, if I haven't already said it, I just plan on really rating the hints here. We've done we've done that. Okay, alien wreck. Done it. Yes, done it. I can skip through. Airlock auto door, have we done that? Think. Interesting. Pretty sure we've done that. Yeah, we've done this. Done that. Okay. There's not a lot under alien wreck. Yeah, I know how to do that. Da-da-da. Okay, we've done this. Everything here we've done. Done all this. Why do we care about the secondary lab door? Nah. Do not care. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Here we are. This is where we're stuck. Okay, so far everything I've learned in the hint book, this is the inverse of feeling bad about looking at hints is feeling good at reading hints for things you've already solved without looking at hints. Hint book is good. You can't do this until you open the chancel gate. I've done these things. We have done these things together. You have to use Aether Resistance, but that uses up Saffron. Oh, you've noticed. Yeah, you have to get the F shard chime without using any Saffronum. Okay. That means, do we have to do a balancing act and make something very heavy? That's the first thing that occurs to me. Do we have, we have a make a thing heavy spell, if it's made of lead, and maybe we can make the lead super ponderous and do that. And I'm going to try that before I do anything else. I'm just going to reset. All right. Well, we can't carry the counterweight around. We do have this lead rod. I wonder if it's enough just to make the lead rod super heavy. And now we need to enchant the lead with the nutty ritual. Got to look at our ritual list. Try this. No, that's not what it is. Well, it's one of these inscriptions. Maybe that. Oh boy. Okay, it's one of these. It's not. Oh, this is a walk down memory lane. Is this the order we learned them in? Oh goodness, look at that. And half of it is cleaning. Half of it is from the first moves of the game. Those are good times. Remember those? Way back in December. Glass permeability, metal attractor, lead weight increase, lead weight decrease. Weight. I wonder if you can do it to other metals, but I don't think I care. We have lead. All right. So what if we just make this rod super heavy? You carefully lay the ponderosity symbol against the lead. The symbol flares brightly and transfers to the rod, which feels abruptly heavier in your hand. Feels oddly heavy. I don't know. Let's just try this right now. Well, what other lead things are around here? Well, we have to do the thing where in order to recall wider than our inventory. I don't think we can. Can we pick up the counterweight? You know, I'm making an assumption. Can we reinscribe that? No. Okay. Well, something to try later. I was assuming that the counterweight is too heavy to pick up once you break it off by making it heavier. But I shouldn't assume that. Well, the game is taking pains to remind us how heavy this object is. So, all right, bronze chime. You put the lead rod near the end of the slab where it won't unbalance everything. Review as to why I'm doing this. Let's reread the description of this room, actually. And Doug is asking, you lost me. Okay, so I will reread the description of this room. Sorry, I was thinking ahead, and I wasn't telling you my chain of thinking. So here we are in Chasm Rubble. Rubble and fallen rocks litter the ledge here. You can walk north or south alongside the abyss, which waits patiently to the west. But you have an unnerving sense of vertigo. The world seems to sway around you. Hello, broken Baros. A particularly massive slab lies at the chasm edge. Half its length rests on solid-ish ground, but the far half hangs out over empty space, quite unsupported. You see a bronze chime lying at the far end of the slab. It looks very far away. The idea of crawling out there makes you feel even more unsteady than before. So in the past, we used the chime to Accio. We used the metal attractor chime to Accio the F-sharp chime over to our hand. Zip. But we can't do that because we'll use up the saffron, and if we use up the saffron, we cannot use that same chime, or rather this chime, for glass permeability. So my plan is to counterweight the slab on the near end with something or some things significantly heavy, and then carefully walk out and nab that chime. I don't think in this whole playthrough I have tried just dupe-de-dupe walking out there and picking up the chime. But it's very easy to lose. I remember from my first playthrough, I spent a lot of quality time trying to get the slab through physics and failing. I don't know that I've tried this. The Invisiclues say, now you must try this. So I am laser focused on trying this. And as you can see, I have now weighted the rod down with the slab. Is this as easy as getting the chime? No, that was wrong. I just did the thing. I did the thing I did not want to do. So, hilarious. Now I want to get the chime without triggering that whole thing that burns up the saffron, or the saffronum. What if I just go west? Only if you want to jump in. Well, I don't. I certainly don't. Can I crawl? Boy. I can also... Can I get a piece of stick and put bubble gum on the end? All right. Well... The slab is at least 15 feet long and more than a foot thick. The upper surface is worked flat. It must have been part of a bridge or balcony somewhere above you before the catastrophe. Now it lies precariously balanced on the edge of the chasm. You see a bronze chime lying on the far end of the slab. On the near end, and much more easily reached, is a lead rod. All these new words for what we're doing. All right. Pull the slab. You try to pull the slab to a steadier position. It weighs far too much, however. I assume the slab is not made of lead. I wonder if the slab can be made light. We could try it. I like that we have this really heavy rod, though. That feels like the right thing to do. But now I want to like try walking out there and picking up the chime without going through without triggering the Hadean Landsness, which is fun. That's funny that I can't do that. Okay, that also did that. Oh boy. Wow, get on slab also doesn't work. This is weird. This is a problem unique to this game in that I want to try a naive and physical version of a puzzle solve that we have already an alchemical version of. Go to far end. Go slab like it's a no, that also doesn't. Yeah, it's not a location. What, the bronze bee chime is right here now? What is happening? Did I not undo enough? I think I didn't undo enough, and I can't type undo anymore. Excuse me. It's gonna undo a bunch. Okay. Far end. Well, far end is not a noun. guessing the slab is not made out of lead, and I wonder if we can... I wonder if we can decrease other things, the weight of other things. I mean, I wonder if you can use lead in the bound in order to decrease the weight of stone? Is that possible? Maybe. Let's try that just for fun. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to do the you-know-what. So I'm going to paste this into a place where I can more easily refer to it. And then start over. Okay. Pondering. Oh, to create an... well... Is this right? I can't remember. All right, we have Saturn. We need to make a Saturnine environment. Hmm. I thought that's what it said, but we did. Counter-Gaian, not anti-Gaian. Oh, of course. All right. Slate blue around the lead rod. That's cool. Lead rod is too complex a material in nature. No, you cannot do this sort of thing with the lead rod. Okay, I don't know. Let's look at the hints. Boop. Here's what the message said. You step out onto the slab. Yeah, well, I don't... That was a long time ago, dude. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make this message appear anymore. Yeah, I feel stupid. I can't do this. This feels like the wrong puzzle. Doug suggests this is meta thinking, but probably there was some reason we had to use the chime attraction before that is no longer true. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I think the only use of the chime of the metal attractor is to grab this thing. I don't think there's any other purpose for it. And my assumption would be if you make that impossible, then by like burning up the Zaphronum, then it'll just say like, oh, you can't do it because, well, I mean, we can try that. Let's just mess around a bit here. Now we're definitely metagaming here. I just want to burn up the saffron. Okay, it's gone now. Now what happens if we try to get the chime? Yeah, if you try to get the chime, it just, it still tries to do the thing. And if you try to interact with the stab in any other way, it just tries to do the ritual again. Maybe the new solution involves something we got more recently, suggests Doug. Do you have a specific suggestion in mind? Because I don't. I'm going to go back to the handbooks because I'm feeling a little... I feel like I feel stuck on I feel hung up on the geometry as opposed to the logic of this. Yes, I've got that. Yeah, I agree. I need a counterweight. Okay, you do need to bring the. Well, I guess I didn't try that. Okay. Let's try to do that. Okay, I give myself credit for thinking of that before forgetting that I thought of it and getting hung up on the parser here. Fine. Fine. But you can't. I guess you can. A team of Hibernian Marines couldn't pick up the lead weight right now. Can you push it around? No, it is utterly immovable. Okay. Well, we can't make it lighter again, because we can't. I don't know. Experiment with your lead weight, increase, decrease rituals on the counterweight. Okay. I guess we could do that. Weight is now swinging more easily, almost bobbing back and forth. You seize the counterweight. It moves in your grasp, albeit sluggishly, but it's still fastened to a cable. You couldn't walk away with it, so you let go again. The cable descends from the bridge mechanism. It supports a massive lead counterweight which hangs a few feet above the floor. The weight bobs loosely around on the end of the cable. The cable mechanism still seems to be jammed, however. Well, I don't care about that part. Cutting that up would achieve little. Library response to untying the cable. The cable is riveted solidly to the counterweight. No clue as to what... There's nothing about what material the cable is made of, so I don't think we need to trash it. I guess we could pour acid on it or something. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Dispersal Brush. Huh. Okay. I would have never thought of that. That's a good idea. Thanks. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We have only used the Dispersal Brush once ever, so of course this is the second weight of it. Use of it. Now I'm confused, though. The dispersal brush erases a mark and a what do you call a symbol from a thing. But once you discharge it, it goes away, doesn't it? Hang on. I don't know. So there's nothing to disperse. No, okay, it's still there. You brush the feather across the counterweight. The ponderosity symbol blurs and fades away. You see no other obvious difference, but the weight shifts just a little on the ground. And now it's too heavy to carry. Great. Well, or move. Can we put it on casters? Can we make it slippery? I'm going to step away from the computer for 1 moment. 1 moment. Hello. I wonder if we could make it lighter. Can we? I'm guessing not, because I think you can only make one inscription or the other. But maybe I'm wrong. No, you can't. Well, you can't do the same trick to make it even lighter, because, huh? Because you use up the Gaian precipitate and the but the problem is that we're missing. I'm gonna open a soda pop here. The thing that we're missing, I just assumed it was orichalcum that we're missing, because there's always orichalcum. No, the thing that's missing is the shard of elemental earth. Maybe now we can try to make the replacement with a diamond and use that instead. Okay. No, I don't care about that. I want the, oh God. I don't know what it's called. Oh, there's too many. Maybe synthesis will do it. There's too many of those too. God. Oh, is it perfect? It was called perfect something, right? No, that's not what I want. Oh, God. I'm looking for something about creating a perfect diamond. There it is. Well, why couldn't I? It was we're right there. Okay, whatever. Oh, we can't make it because we can't go. Oh, God. No, we. This is the thing that we need the deep thing for. So, nope, blocked. Not gonna work. Back to hint book. Boop. Read carefully when you increase the weight of the counterweight. You can lower the ladder by increasing the weight of the counterweight, but that's not the only way to do it. Okay. Let's read carefully, per the hint book. You carefully lay the ponderosity symbol. Do you guys remember there was like a cafeteria called Ponderosa? I don't think there was ever one near any place I lived, but they would run ads during USA Cartoon Express. That's all I can tell you about it. You carefully lay the ponderosity symbol against the lead. The symbol flares brightly and transfers to the counterweight. The cable vibrates with a sudden strain and then emits a portentous creak. You jump back just as it snaps. Cable vibrates with a sudden strain, emits a portentous creak. Do we have something that can creak portentously? Can we use that somehow? The counterweight, now freed, slams to the floor and lies there like a corpse of Atlas. Well, okay, strain the cable. I don't know that we have any cable straining rituals, so yeah, I don't know what you're getting at, dude. The shock is evidently too much for the jam mechanism. Okay. What is the hint here? You can lower the ladder by increasing the weight of the counterweight. That's not the only way to do it. I don't care about lowering the ladder, though. It is not the ladder that is the focus of my attention. You can shock the mechanism without making the counterweight heavier. In the next hint, I'll give a large hint on how to solve this puzzle. Okay. Mechanism, huh? Doug suggests making the weight light and then normal. We could do that, but again, that wouldn't get us anywhere because then we would end up with a normal weight. Right? And it would still be tied to it. So the cable would be in one piece. We would have used up our inscription, and we still couldn't carry it. I mean, we can try it just for fun anyway. Sure, why not? Nothing about the mechanism seems shocky. There's nothing about the materials it's made from. I mean, I want to try throwing acid at the cable because we have very strong acid, but that doesn't seem to be... Throwing acid at things does not seem to be the universal solution, if you will, or the universal solvent, if you will, in this game. So I'm not actually going to bother with that. I'll try what Doug suggested. Well, that does what Doug suggested. If you make it, I mean, so, good show on that. It worked. Making the weight light and then normal again. Makes the mechanism get shocked and breaks the cable. And that leaves us in the exact same situation, right? Yeah, that leaves us in the exact same situation as making it heavy and then normal, and that we have a normal weight. And we can't relighten it because we've already messed up that thing. It's gone. So I'm not sure. It is not clear to me if or how that helped us, although it was fun to play with. Any other ideas before I look at the next hint and get a very large hint on how to solve this puzzle? Because that's what I want to do. Oh, we're so close to it. Well, I was about to say we're so close to the end when, in fact, we are so close to the end of this Invisiclues book. And the last comment on it was by me 2 months ago. All right, I'm reading the next hint because I'm just lost. You need to perform a lead weight increase and then perform a lead weight decrease without resetting. Yes, and I can't because I have no earth because I can't get into the thing. Correct. You need to find a substitute for either Gaian precipitate or correct. There's something lying around that would be a suitable something lying around that would be a suitable substitute. Just lying around. This vial contains a small quantity of counter-Gaian precipitate and palpable dust of improbable indigo blue shade. Well, it's not the stuff in the column ground, is it? What else is indigo? I don't even know where I am. The vial of anti-tellurian distillate. Yeah, okay, I guess. This vial contains a small quantity. Okay, it looks the same. Boop. All right. Sure. I have emotions. Fine, let's do it. Gaian synthesis. This thing. Now, how do you make the anti-Gaian? Vitriolic acid, but oh my god. Oh no, we don't need to make it. We already have it. I was oh my godding at the fact that it wanted orichalcum, and we've already used that famously. But we can skip that. So what is it we need to do here? We need to make the lead weight decrease. Increase and then decrease. Right? Or is it the other way around? Okay, we should be able to do this then. I would have never, ever in a million years remembered this. I assume that this is it. And yeah, okay. All right. Cool and good. Let's do it. I mean, if I encountered this earlier in the game, here's the thing. Here's why I don't like this, because I don't. So far, like, by the time you get into the tertiary lab, the game has well trained you to basically ignore all the ingredients lying around. It's just like, yay, you've unlocked the food, the bar, and the baz. So when you need them, they're there. And they're all just common household goods. They're just bits and bobs of metals and liquids and salts and scents. And this is basically a fantasy thing. And I guess by the fact that it's weird, you should take a special note of it and not just say like, okay, no, and just like say like, okay, well, I unlocked a room that contains this, and when I need it, I'll just go pick it up. Or rather, not even that, but the game is like, like you might get a ritual later that's like, you need salt. And it's like, okay, I don't remember seeing salt lying around. I probably did, like, in my playthrough months ago. So I just type go to salt or recall salt. And yes, we just go to the salt, because by the time we find that ritual, we know where salt is. In this case, there is a fantasy thing with a made-up name. I mean, I'm sure it's a well-researched name, excuse me, but it's a fantastic alchemical pre-brewed thing sitting around with no clue in its description what it is other than its color, and nothing calls for it. And I guess the expectation is that you, the player, take note of this thing and note somewhere what it looks like so that you can cross-reference it later. And that is so completely out of step with all the other item management in the game that I defy anyone to have actually done this. I'm sure people have. I'm sure people much smarter than me have, but I would have never, ever figured this out. I would have never figured this out. So I'm assuming it's the right answer. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, let's continue with Troutman's inscription to increase the weight of lead upside down. That's our Saturnine environment. Here's our common bit of stone. There's our resinous note. Okay. Here goes nothing. I am so unhappy about this. I really am. All right, you empty the vial of anti-Tellurian distillate onto the chip of granite. The indigo blue liquid swirls around the pebble for a moment, then the vortex tightens and is absorbed. You know why I also don't like this? Because everything is pointing at the fact that for this you need to make the perfect diamond, and that therefore the next thing you need to do is to somehow get into the deep lab, because specifically the thing you're missing is not this; it's the elemental earth, and it's just another level of misdirection here. It's just too much. It's just too much. Where were we? Celestial sphere, sure. There's our symbol. It's still gossamerity. Excuse me? Did I mess this up? Did I erase the first symbol? Am I making the second symbol? Did I really just do that? Is that a thing that I did? Oh, I hate this so much. All right. I don't even remember what I've done in this playthrough. Fine. Is there something about... Yeah, nothing comes to mind. First we make it heavy. What is it? Increase and then decrease. All right. Come on. Tellurian, I learned from the chat, is the Latinate name for what Gaian is from Greek. Okay. Take your word for it. Oh, I guess we did this in the nave? No, we didn't. I don't know why all this is in the nave then. Well, fine. We'll just do this in the nave. Oh, this is funny. I've never smelled the nave before. It's always smelled faintly of oranges. You're not sure why? Something about the oil they use to polish the woodwork. Well, I'm not going to mess around then. Oh, I guess I could say perform with distillate. Well, whatever. I'm already halfway in. What am I missing? Oh. You know, I wonder if it'll let me perform. Okay. We got that. I was about to say, I wonder if you could double weight the lead rod instead of doing this, but you specifically find anti-Tellurian stuff. So you can only use that for decrease. So it goes. The counterweight shifts a little against the ground. It no longer seems as immovable as it was. You lift the counterweight. It's still heavy, and it retains a massy inertia that makes it feel like it's floating in molasses, but you can carry it. Yay. This is a wreck. You put the counterweight on the near end of the slab where it won't unbalance anything. Yes, that's exactly what I did with the lead rod ages ago. And we're still stuck with how do I pick up the bloody... Now, is it just going to let me get it because I've magically done the right thing? Okay, why is it saying it? What? Why am I seeing this now? Why am I seeing this now where with the lead rod it did the ritual and now it's doing this? Why? You step out onto the slab and kneel at the balance point. Unfortunately, the lessened mass of the counterweight is insufficient to anger things. You can get a few inches closer to the chime, but it's not enough. Okay. Well, that's enough of a clue. At least we did this. The counterweight shifts slightly, settling onto the slab with renewed force. Okay. Positive thoughts, positive thinking. You know what? This is progress. You step out onto the slab and kneel at the balance point. The counterweight seems to be holding it steady, so you slowly stretch forward. You are keenly aware of the empty abyss directly below you, but as you crawl forward, the slab does not shift. You keep your movement steady, and after what seems like hours, your fingers meet bronze. You grasp the chime, crawl backwards, and roll off the slab onto solid ground. Phew. All right. I don't like this in part because of the whole business with get chime. If you have a heavy thing on the slab that isn't specifically the counterweight. I'm cranky, and I'm not going to stop talking about it because we have, quote, solved, unquote, this puzzle. Now, can we please get back to the thing? In the 45 minutes we have left in this session. Okay. I didn't look through the Beresi with the chime, did I? Or the thing? No, I did not. After all that, well, anyway, bottoms up. You slide through the vibrating glass. Ruined chamber. This chamber is empty and derelict, cracked, crooked, uneven. The only exit is a dark gap to the east. You can't tell if it's the remains of a hallway or just a hole in the wall. A wide trapezoidal window is set into the south wall. The F-sharp chime is embedded in the window. A small knot of black marks is drawn on one wall. Please, for the love of God. Do-do-do. You gaze at the knot, willing understanding, comprehension. This fourth symbol brings you a new image, the black magnetic oil flowing over ceramic shards. You recognize the debris which lies outside the wreck. The vibration continues. Oh, then that just reset the game because I just robotically walked through the thing. Didn't I? And it was a void. How did I mess that up? I didn't actually mess it up, did I? We learned a thing we can do. I guess I was surprised because that's the first time we've encountered a void entrance inside the alien ship, and I think that is the extent of the alien ship. So there we go. I was thinking also in that you have the two directions. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, we need to get us the black stuff and pour it right onto the shards. So that's pretty. How do we get in there? Right, we don't pick this up. We have to do something to do the thing. I don't remember the words. Oh my god, it's been a week. Radix? Was that one? What was the verb? Contemplate? Oh my god, do I need to read last week's chat to remember what the words were and the verbs used? I might actually, because it's been so long. It's not this one, it was the other one, right? You know what? I'm actually going to look at my own YouTube. What do you think of that? Oh, I don't want to do it in that window. I'll do it down here. Let's see, go to my bookmarks. Because helpfully, y'all were talking about it in the chat, so I can actually copy that. Hadean Lands Part 11. This is getting meta, huh? That's fun. I'm watching my own YouTube channel while on my YouTube channel. It's because you guys are cool. All right, pause that. Cowdex. No, that wasn't it. How do we make the thing turn around? Or is it already turned around? Did I already turn it around? By going inside. Oh, I messed it up by going inside, didn't I? Derp. Never mind. What? For God's sake. No. You have to put the stuff into the thing. Okay. There we go. Not completely hopeless. Oh, yeah. You look for a large bit of ceramic and pour the black oil onto it. It flows off in inky streams which branch and ramify in the Hadean dust. See, this is cool. This is why we play these games. For a moment, you are looking at familiar, that is, familiarly strange, twisted black markings. They refer to calyx access, the flowering of knowledge. Not a physical transition, but a pathway of communication. It has the odor of dragons about it. That's a strange thing to say. Then the oil sinks into the dust all at once and is gone without a trace. Okay, I'm going to write these bloody words down. Stupid alien words What are they? Radix. Outer door access. Cowdex. Inner door access, which we might not ever use again. And now Calyx. Dragon access, maybe? Yeah, we can concentrate on it. Okay. Not a physical transition, but a pathway of communication. It feels like we've done everything we can here. Pathway of communication. All right. Having done this, let's look again at the Dragon Fulcrum and why we have not been able to do that before, because honestly, I don't remember. We can't because we need a bound of metallic quicksilver, and we don't have that, actually, because I don't know of a bound that we can just pour the quicksilver inside of, except for the one here on the outside of the ship. Right? I wonder if you can pour the oil into the machine shop thing, but I bet you can't. Snorlax, yes. We'll know what to do when we meet Snorlax. What's interesting is here, it's like I remember saying last week, oh yeah, I know what to do now when it's the multidimensional structure, but I have no idea what that was now. It's completely blasted out of my in real life player memory. Okay, so now our puzzle is how to, we're back here when I was like obsessing over metals and magnets and how to make a thing. Well, let's try this. So let's get that oil and see if we can pour it into the thing in the machine room. So reset again. Go to rec. Get the quicksilver. I wonder if we can just say radix as a verb. No, okay. I wonder if we can just concentrate it directly. No. I understood the command concentrate. That is concentra. Oh, well. I wonder if this is, in fact, a quicksilver amalgam. And I don't know. Let's mess around with it. I'd like to do a little bit of messing around before diving back into the you-know-whats. It's not a reagent. But no, the game has a point. It's for wire. I guess it is a reagent. Okay. Are there any other bounds in the game that we can use to just pour liquid stuff into? Did I do this last time? I think so. So we already looked at Pyrex Lab definitely didn't work. Optics Lab, no. Ritual bound on top. And nothing about a place to receive liquids. I don't think this would be any different. Oh, we probably just screwed that up. Rutilum plates engraved with a ritual bound. Nope. I bet we cannot go to the medical wing from here. No. All right. Well, I don't know. What have we learned? We've learned this magic word. Where have we been concentrating on things? That's a word we can concentrate on. Can we go to a working dragon and concentrate on it? I don't know. Yeah. If you can believe it, I actually wrote it down. You run through the Calyx access sequence in your head. Numa's runes quiver in response, and you suddenly sense through the routine balancing of air and light. The dragon does not respond to your presence, however. All right. That's a thing. Nope. And if you do this on a broken dragon, you get even less response. It's like, yes, I'm acknowledging you're doing a thing, but I'm not going to help you if that's what you're hoping for. All right. Just going to check out another bound here. No, nothing about that being surrounded by a moat. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a ritual bound that has a moat around it. Something carved that we can pour Quicksilver into. But there's nothing like that. No, sir. All right, I don't know. Very bad. Okay. What is this? Yeah, we did the window. It's done. Now we're back to fixing the dragons. Dum-de-dum. Oh, way up here. Yes, I'm always welcome for hints because I'm floundering. Please give me hints. I'm very hungry for hints. And I want to finish the game. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, but I also don't want to keep playing this. And at the pace I am playing this game, it is actually mentally exhausting and uncomfortable for me to only play it for a couple of hours a session a week. But that's sadly all I have time for right now. And that's not the right reason, but meh. Oh, back to fixing the dragons. Here we go. Doo-doo. Yeah, we have that. I know that. I'm going to wait for my chat hint and take a sip of water while doing so. Okay, the hint is that perhaps the alloy is the right thing to do. But it's... Can we infuse a metal with a liquid? I don't know that we I haven't tried it, but can we just like dip? See, I don't get it. We have liquid mercury and we can like make a wire. It's like dip a verb. Can we dip things? Okay. Because no, we can't pour the liquid quicksilver into any of the machines in the thing. So that I don't know what to do with this information. I'm going to be frank with you. Anyway, I've already messed up the quicksilver, so right? Yes. Yes, right? Oh, Andress is here. Was she here before? Yeah, I think she has. Chat says you can combine quicksilver with other metals by hand. But I. So the combining things that we have access to are here in the lab, unless you mean the chemic thing, the retort. Are they here or in the other room? No. We want to make wire. Oh, let's get the platinum because it's fun. I was about to type put platinum in quicksilver. Tilting the saucer, you dip the platinum rod into the mercury. The rod comes out clean. The mercury does not cling. Okay, so we need to find something that's sticky, I guess. Are we supposed to know this? Just try different things? I guess so. Doug suggests pouring the mercury directly onto the wire. I guess we could do that. Just increase its surface area. But then you don't really have an alloy. You just have a wet. You just have a moist wire. Mercury still doesn't cling. All right. Can we do this? Can we do this? But I want all of them. Well, we only have so many. Tilting the saucer, you dip the lead rod into the mercury. The mercury coats the metal, forming a white amalgam. You twirl the lead through the droplet until all the mercury is absorbed and the lead rod is entirely white. Okay. Thank you. Oh my God. Now I completely okay. Now we're back to my my character knows what the multidimensional thing is, but I don't. That's a lie. Totally, I know what this is. Ugh. Okay, if I get stuck on this, I'm just going to look it up because I'm like, look, I know this, and I didn't write down in paper in the real world like what the keyword here was for that thing, so whatever. Let's get our ingredients. Oh. Can I just invoke Dragon's name? Will that work? Or maybe I can concentrate on that thing we just learned, actually. Let's try that. Meh. We'll try that. Have I done recall formulas? Alright. Oh, and that's where our patterns were. Oh, pattern. That's the glyphs and patterns. I see. All right. Well, anyway. Where are we? We don't want to be here. Oops. The arc begins to glow silver gray around the chip of granite. I messed it up. You carefully drip vitriolic acid onto the chip of granite. The stone hisses and spits and seems to absorb the acid. Oh, and we're already to the moment of truth here. So instead of invoking the dragon's name, let's concentrate on... Let's even go by memory here. No, that didn't do anything. Hooray, it doesn't seem to fit the structure of the ritual. Well, consarn it. But I do. Oh boy. let's look at that formula list. Alien glyphs. Name of the tortoise. Draken invocation. I don't think it was that, was it? Ceiling. These are all fairly mundane things here. Here's our starting stuff down at the bottom. So I suppose this is the order in which we learn things, with the stuff we've learned most recently at the top. So there's that going for it. All right. It's not the Draken invocation, is it? Or any of those alien glyphs? In each glyph, so the first glyph gives you that pattern, the second glyph gives you that pattern. And the third, I've already forgotten what that does. Haha. The words are not true. Oh, here we are. The glyph is a multidimensional helix, which bends back on itself without end, and I swear I encountered this moments before chat came in through. The glyph burns in your memory like something. Okay, let's concentrate on that one then. Oh my god. I mean, have I already spoiled the thing? I don't know. Oh yeah, Doug is like, don't forget to look for sparks. I'm just going down through my list of glyphs now. Glyphs. I think I've messed up. I've really screwed up this ritual and I should start over. Oh, are they all this way? That's less helpful. Okay, first is a multidimensional structure. Okay, what we want in the formula, smudge, knot, or tangle of lines, multidimensional structure. All of these are described. Okay, hang on. The first is a multidimensional structure. The second is a multidimensional knot. The third is a multidimensional helix. The fourth is a multidimensional flower. So the first one is a multidimensional structure. Let's start the ritual over. Can we speak the glyph? Or just concentrate on it? Oh, I guess that's a substitute for concentrating on it then. I'm going to guess. Let's start this one over from the top. And just because Doug reminded me. Yeah, we forgot that we'll want to do that before we wrap up tonight. What are we doing? Okay. Starting from the top. Gotta be kidding me. You visualize the first alien glyph as clearly as possible. The stone does not visibly change, but you have a peculiar notion that it has changed shape inside. Okay, that seems like a thing. You raise your voice in the relative anima. The chip of granite seems to revolve in place without moving. Kick ass. The silver gray light flares and fades, and you see a symbol gleaming on the surface of the chip of granite. Leverage. We have leverage. Okay. Now what are we meant to do with this fulcrum? There is a fact somewhere about dragon repair. This doesn't tell you how to use it. But, no, I know where they all are. And not that. One of these facts has something to do with how to actually use this fulcrum once you have it. Here it is. Okay, place a fulcrum in the active dragon's lair. That we can do. As you enter, the chip of granite begins to shine with a silvery light. Well, we have literally placed it in the lair. Reading on, prepare an orderly environment and use the marker's invocation. So I guess we just leave it here and then go and do the rest of this. Follow with a symmetric sequence to indicate a forward transition. Conclude with the Draken invitation. This will summon the active dragon. One can then translate it to the presence of the other. Warning, do not allow the dragon's presence to cross the fulcrum node. All right. Wait, what does it need? Orderly environment. Marches into... So, this has no physical ingredients? You make an orderly environment, speak an invocation, speak a sequence, and then speak an invocation. Wow. Oh, and Doug is suggesting, is that another glyph on whatever was on the sheet of paper that had the dragon fulcrum? I don't think that's what was going on. I think that was just the alien glyph written down. And I think we have solved that or done what we were supposed to do with that. I think we have done what we were prompted to do with that. I do not think it contained any further information. I'll keep that in mind, though. Let's do this. Let's run through this. And I think we can do this anywhere. So where's our nearest? Heck, let's do it in the nave. How do we get out of here? Yeah, and there was no special text after we left the room. Oh, orderly environment, though, means we need to go get the cube. Love that cube. I like that cube. It's my buddy. You take a breath, trace the brown in your mind, and intone the marcher's ceiling. The arc begins to glow smoke gray, with nothing inside of it. You begin reciting the values of the symmetric sequence. After a few minutes and a bit of counting on your fingers, you reach the end, which of course is the same as the beginning. And that's it. You rumble your way through the Draken invocation. A sense of pressure builds in the air. You feel something move in the distance. The bound slowly dims. Whirling sea green runes slide into the nave from the western hallway. You recognize the dragon Numa come in to answer to your summons. Hi, Numa. The mandala drifts across the mural and settles on the ceiling. There it is. Okay, I guess we just go visit one of our buddies then. So Deep Lab. Well, can we just fix all of them? Or do we just have to fix one and then do stuff? What I'm asking is, can we fix one and then does it stay permanently fixed? And by fixed, I mean repaired. Let's explore. Oop, can't do that. Try another one. Can't do that. And we can't do that. Cool. Well, I guess we could reset. Like, I don't remember what we did before the last reset. And if we have information now, seems unlikely. Okay, so our current situation is that we know how to summon Numa anywhere. But trying to get to any other dragon, we run into a ingredient problem again. Right? Orichalcum gone. Earth gone. Orichalcum gone. And that's sad. That is sad for us. We could try to do the alternate. I wonder if we can get into the birdhouse via the aura imitation inscription as opposed to the aura invisibility inscription. I bet that won't work, but it'd be fun if it did. Well, we only know how to do it with quartz, buddy. Nope, no orichalcum for us. And we don't have any jade, right? We still haven't found any jade. No. Can't do that. Let's just clean up a bit. Fresh start. And while carrying this fulcrum around, well, no, we have, oh. I know what's going on, I think. No, I don't know what's going on. Do I? Have we tried leaving the Beresi through the passageway we found? Because I wonder, well, let's just try it. I wonder if there is a alternate way to get to the paper maze that we don't need to use the lodestone, blah, blah, blah. Chat says maybe check that emergency procedure again. Okay, I'll check it again. Place in lair. Doot. One can then translate it to the presence of the other. Sure. Yeah, well, I imagine I don't see how it was doing something that was not this. You make the dragon appear, and then it follows you around, and then you drop it on top of a broken one. It seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to try my thing. What if we go north? Oh, that works. Then we can go up. What? Why does this work? Beresi crevice. This is a new room. You are crawling along a tight passage through the bowels of the earth or some world at any rate. I think this is a new room. Is this? Yeah, look at that. Okay, we never. This room was lying in front of us the whole time. I didn't even try looking at it. Some light leads to turn the Beresi behind you to the south. To the north, it only gets darker. You feel only heavy. If we go to the north, we will either dive into the void. Let's try it. Sense of weight grows more intense as you move along the crevice. Within a few yards, you feel as if you're carrying a backpack full of bricks. The passage must run through the terrain of a high-gravity land. The Baros is not compensating for it. You turn back further, the weight becomes lethal. Okay. So my thought that you could pop up in the middle of the paper lace like a stealthy ninja does not work here. I'm going to do the Oculus thing because there's a bunch of things we haven't looked at through the Oculus. Yes, I see a note about footnote, and I will... Don't look at that right now. I'm going to control this game with what little control I have. I know how to look through rooms through an Oculus. Nothing. Oop. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, Oculus, nothing. Something about a footnote. Any layer will suffice. In fact, the fulcrum merely provides leverage. Okay, I'm going to go back to hating this because this clues to me that it doesn't matter which dragon you fix. And I am being encouraged to read this as... I was just overthinking it. There's so much about this late game that I am just not happy with. And here's another thing. Yeah, so I guess it's 8. I should stop playing. All right, I guess next time we're going to fix some dragons. Probably, maybe. I thought we'd be... No, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. Everything is cool. And please join me next Sunday, which is the 13th of March at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll play for 2 more hours. Almost guaranteed. That will be episode 13. And